Well, 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 here we are. Just gonna be hopping in, doing some, Archon quests. It's gonna be a fun time, hopefully, and, maybe we'll even earn a few new followers today. That would be nice. Hopefully gain 5 followers today, and, maybe, possibly, it'd be a dream come true. Gotta work my way toward, affiliate. That'd be awesome. Alright. So earlier this morning, I was grinding for, boss drops? For the new characters that I got 2 days ago. And I'm right next to the cube. Not a good idea. Okay. Quest is over here. But, yeah, I was grinding materials for the new characters I got on Wednesday. Which are, I can talk, Kaching and, Nahida, which is really cool. Little radish girl. Probably just gonna be running this team for now. Till I get through the next quest. Oh, I have to talk to this guy. Awesome.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers?
Ah yes, the crazy people that were doing crack and then were exiled here.
Dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Eh, they'll be fine.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
Dang, kind of just dipped. No information. What now? Hello.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
I mean, yeah.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
So all of our searches
Honestly,
are turning up
I feel
with
quite
nothing.
sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right?
It's probably just his
the one who
grandpa.
protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that?
Probably not.
Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him.
Wasn't it
and whoever
Nahida
taught
who
him
was
to
like
look out for
taking
others.
possession of their
I'm
minds?
pretty sure that if I ever
Pretty
went
sure it was.
mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Alright. Missing village keepers. Who next? Oh, wait, no. I saw a gold pile. I want it. Where'd the money? Where'd the money? Here the money. Yes. I saw what you were doing. That's nasty. This is a kid's channel. This is not a kid's channel, but we don't do inappropriate stuff. That was nasty, cat.
Speed of light.
I probably just could have climbed over that wall. I just really like Kaching.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. Might explain why she's always mad at
To
me.
be fair, I'd imagine you
Oh,
guys don't have
thank
much
you.
traffic through here.
Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
Totori probably
That's
stole
no
him.
good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow, what a nice guy. Okay, thank you, sir.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Sino
Don't
has his
say
anime
anything for now.
his sense.
Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Did you pick up something with those fake ears of yours? I still need to figure out what's over there.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King Deshret, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Ooh.
Yes, of course I have. King Deshret is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods.
Yes, let's
Still,
revive the Scarlet
You
King.
say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King Deshret's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King Deshret.
Or could it just
Isn't
be
a
that people are
sign
going
of King
insane right
Deshret's
before
power
Archons
that all
fall?
the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me,
Or any gods
they must
fall.
have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King Deshret's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
You guys live out in the
Exactly.
desert. There's
Those
no
city
economy
folks
out
forget what's
here.
coming
Just
to them.
move back. Just move
Now,
back to Sumeru.
repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
How very scary.
Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Just
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about King Deshret's resurrection.
they're gonna sacrifice people to
I
the
only know a few
gods.
things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that King Deshret will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear.
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for King Deshret's speedy return. Delavar also said that once King Deshret returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under King Deshret and fight for a share of the glory.
All
Is
right,
that
you guys
so?
fight your imaginary war.
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like King Deshret, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, they just
Where
hate
is
the
this
academia.
radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man?
Okay, then give us a
Have you seen him at
description.
all?
No, not at all. We wouldn't.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. all we know are their names.
Then what is their
I
name?
have many ways to stop you from talking. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Okay, Mr. Edgelord.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
Until we actually do
He
become one of
didn't
his
try to
enemies.
reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Scholars
Very
Holmes.
well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
Why do we still have a kid along with us? It's not a good idea.
Embrace a wonderful new life.
Did your dad really live out, or your grandfather really live out in the boonies? Ooh, Dendroculi.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers.
Dude literally
Every
lost his
now
mind
and
trying
then,
to like connect to the
he
world
yells
tree.
out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Kid, he probably is your grandpa, just gone insane.
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure
He
isn't
stays in a
much
tent?
here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before.
Yep, he's gone insane.
But are you okay? Are you...
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
Yes, it makes us
So,
high.
You know Tainari.
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
No, probably not.
Yes.
Oh, never mind then.
Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
So your dog and your hearing is
Surely
like really
Tainari
good,
didn't lecture
but
you too.
you can't smell
No.
for shit. All right.
No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
From a scholar, that was meditating.
From a
Yes.
scholar.
Let's keep moving. Progress the plot. Hello, Isak.
Oh,
Your grandpa's probably dead. But knowing this kid's game, he's probably actually alive. Yes. Speed. It's probably what Isak's grandfather was taking.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is.
LSD.
Take a look right here.
Ooh, sandprints.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are footprints here.
Dude,
From the size and shape,
that is literally impossible.
they belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes.
Literally impossible.
This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
So you do have a good sense of smell.
but who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
you do get lured away.
What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Food, Mora.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge.
And it gets
Even
them
deep within the
high.
clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
Yeah, he was kidnapped by
Someone's
Dottore.
taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
To resurrect King Deshret,
Are the rumors
Paimon.
really true?
Yes.
Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
Yes.
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
I mean, we
Let's head
could,
to Aru
but
Village and inform
you know,
Candace and the others about
plot
what we learned
progression.
here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
are we going back to the forest area? Otherwise, the title for my stream was for nothing. I'm just gonna teleport. Who needs to walk, am I right?
Right. The darker
Hello,
fabric
Dia. Hello,
definitely
Candace.
looks a lot better. That'd be my choice too.
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
Does Candace actually have a good mic now?
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
No.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
I'll hate them didn't go with you?
God, I wish Paimon would
We
stop
haven't
being a
seen him at
narrator.
all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful?
Sounds like Candace's mic is actually working now.
I see.
Never mind.
So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of King Deshret? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention, making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Yeah, Dottore.
Makes sense.
Probably.
So what should we do then? Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
Paimon, we're
If
wanted
it was
men.
any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say
Yay,
that the
free
villager got his
information.
news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
By the way, there is somebody
If I
watching
remember
us.
correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
I don't remember any of those names.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King Deshret. Way they see it, King Deshret's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia.
So let's... well, I don't know.
Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place inside and out.
Question. That wasn't a wink.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
I can't wait till you're playable. You're gonna be so cool.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Our village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
No actual fighting skills. I call bullshit.
I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good. Then we've got a plan.
Oh, wait.
The Traveler and
Okay, she's gonna
Paimon will go to
trick
Caravan Rebot with me, and
the
we'll
people
try
that were
our
watching
best
us.
to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Let's split up, gang. Also, Dea's pupils are the same like color as her skin. For some
Sino,
reason.
please don't take offense. I'm sure Dia just wants to help everyone solve their problem as quickly as possible. That's why she can be so straightforward at times.
I don't mind.
Ah, I see. Well, from the way you were staring out into the distance, I thought you might have been mulling over Dia's words.
No, I'm used to being treated that way. It's natural to fear strength.
I want
I take no
Candace. I want to
objection
put
to
her
it.
on my Ayato team. She's cool, and her kit is actually decent. Caravan Rabat. Guess we're going back. Can I get that? I'm gonna get this sealer real quick. Just 'cause I will forget about it. There's another one here. Guess we're getting this one first. Hello, Mr. Seeley. Where do you go to?
Incoming. Hey!
Where that? Okay, over here. Nice. Yes.
As far as treasure is concerned. Yeah.
Alright, let's go get this other Sealy real quick. And I'm gonna put Miss Splitter Reforged on Kaching. Because it looks cool. And it's my only good 5-star sword. It is my only 5-star sword. Do need to upgrade Kaching's talent levels, but I can't do that till Saturday, I think. Tomorrow. Or Sunday. Unagi! Yes. Treasure. Ooh, that's a scorpion?
You give, you receive. Speed of light.
It's so cool that they made like normal animals like enemies in this update. Or in Sumeru. Okay, now we teleport over. You know, 5-minute break, getting distracted. Let's go.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I
Oh,
know
don't
what
worry,
you
it
mean.
is.
I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid.
It's a giant
Also,
slab
why
of bark.
is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms?
Yes, yes it
It was
can.
only after I grew up that I realized The Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim.
Wow.
We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more.
Dang,
Even if a
this is
child from the desert got the
kinda
chance to
deep.
obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
You should. I mean, you are a pyro, so... Pyro element.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
You better not.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh! Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here.
Yeah,
Let's go
Paimon,
check out the
shut.
tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Silence. There we go. I just changed it so it won't capture my cursor. Talk to Dia's acquaintances for clues. Hello.
Just our luck.
Give us information.
None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
How do you guys not notice people
Oh,
like 5 feet in
and
front
who
of
do
you?
you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Dear God. First Paimon and now Dia.
Hello, I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah,
Thought you were
how
broke.
thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making ends meet these days, so you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escorting the goods.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Yay! We're gonna capture these people. Or we're gonna get ambushed. Very likely the second one. Or the second option.
Incoming.
Are we there yet?
We're gonna get ambushed. Also, there's a sandstorm.
This is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
They're doing slave trade. Probably.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Oh no, we've been had. Dia, I thought you were a merc.
It's an ambush!
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
Oh no.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Our plan has been foiled.
I knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
Are we playing 4D chess
You
with these
left the
people?
strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the Academia.
If you resurrect
If
King
that's the case, then I'm
Deshret,
sure Delavar wouldn't miss a
then
second of it.
Mr.
I'll be honest with you.
Scaramouche is going to,
monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar.
It's gonna hurt you.
And Enger. You're
Because
here
he
too,
wants the
huh?
no-sees for himself.
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little
Oh,
did I know,
hush.
you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
And so are
You're
you.
not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Sick 'em, boys.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
You guys are really fighting someone with a vision?
Following orders.
Hey guys, you want to know what I have that you don't? Rock.
This is order.
I see everything!
Lol. Imagine being beaten by a rock. Wow, that was way too easy.
Impossible! How could you?
She literally
So,
has a vision.
What do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe
Called
everything
it.
he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others.
I mean, some people
That's
do
what
do
you
that.
thought, right?
Knowledge is power, after all.
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Beat him harder.
Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
Man, it's a shame none of them are in the Yansha post.
No
That'd be
task
hilarious.
can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back!
Might as well get the whole group.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, We have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
True.
So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
And this, kids, is why you never drink.
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for ya.
So can we get back to
you're
the
too
missing
kind.
scholars, please?
It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
Yay, main character. Or
I've
main
heard a lot
character
of nice
plot,
things about the lesser
armor,
lord
whatever.
from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
Yep, and she saved all the
I've
crazy
begun
people
to
too.
realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery.
And
But
making
I
all
see
the
through it
people,
all.
you know,
And unlike
living in
them,
endless
I can
samsara
never
for who
be
knows how
hostile
long.
towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Can we sell them off and make some cash? No? Okay.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
Just give them to
All right.
Candace. Okay.
I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace,
The S is
you need
hurt.
help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
And she'll
While I'm
bash him over the head with a
questioning
shield.
Why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Okay, sounds
As
good.
for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Alright, so now we just wait again. Hello, Dia.
Candace is an expert at dealing with people like this. All we have to do is wait for her word.
Wow, so helpful. Okay, guess we just wait. Time travel! Insert the Batman, like, theme here. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yay! Alright. Plot progression.
Right on time.
Hello.
We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Just like every other,
Paimon knows what
like,
you mean.
main character
like a lot
in this
of
game.
martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Yeah.
Really?
Finally agree with Paimon.
Thanks for that.
Hello, Sino.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Where's all Hytham?
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh no.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Something tells me those people aren't coming out alive.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Alright, let's see who it is. We see what's going on.
Candace!
Why aren't they tied up?
Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yes,
they literally
yes,
kidnapped people.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
Throw him off a cliff.
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one.
War.
The people of
What
our village
is
care
it
little
good
about
for?
which gods in
Absolutely
power.
nothing.
Life may be
Yeah,
tough
war.
and tiring.
What
but we
is
wish
it
to
good
preserve
for?
our way of
Absolutely
life.
nothing. Sorry, what?
A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
Can we hit him over the head,
We
please?
understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
No.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about King Deshret's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery
So,
man's doing.
question.
He told us to spread the word about King
okay, whatever.
Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Where are the village keepers?
I'm not sure.
Okay then,
That's
who
one.
told you this information?
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Can we kill him, please?
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him. He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Okay. Yes,
You have to
the
believe
name,
me.
please.
If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away.
Then
I'm
what
not
does he look
risking another
like?
beating to keep his secrets. No way. He, that guy, he wears a cloak.
Okay.
And he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going
So it's
on.
Dottore.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
It's Dottore. Covers his face and wears a cloak.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia.
No.
Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
The Academia again.
Sumeru City, Sitaria also mentioned King Deshret's resurrection is just an Academia misinformation campaign.
Just
Yes.
as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
They're gonna sacrifice him.
People are nothing but tools in the eyes
Or
of
they're
the
gonna use their
Academia.
already pre-established connection with
Changing
Irmin's
their
soul to, like,
plans
do
likely
something.
means they found another way to exploit the scholars.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Time to deal with
Once
terrorists.
everyone's ready.
Well, not terrorists, but, you know, people who want to commit terroristic acts but are already in power. Is this still a terrorist? Probably. Leave the chief's village's house.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Yeah, we're all family.
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
Still want Dia though, but it's not going to be till next year.
What is the Academia brewing now?
Great question. Wish I could tell you. Where the hell is El Hytham? Like, genuine question. Where is he? Oh, speak of the devil.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
Great question. Okay, El Hytham. Tell us what you know.
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind! Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Just call him Edgelord.
You've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yes.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
We go back to the Academia.
Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Who, Sino?
All Haytham. You
yeah.
haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
He is right.
You're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Go on.
Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru Village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived.
Yeah.
The reason being,
that makes sense.
To someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
So what does she
It's
know?
been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
Because she doesn't want to get involved, Paimon.
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
What, did you tie her up?
On this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
Alright, we'll just persuade her with our absolute sexiness and awesomeness. And Zhongli's dad bod. Oh, there she is. Hello.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand.
Huh? What do you mean?
Go ahead and talk to her. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
Yes, Paimon.
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better?
Nope.
Why's that?
Can only result in conflict.
Very similar to what Miss Candace
Again,
says.
war. What is it good for?
I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Maybe if you move into the city. There's nothing really you can do out here in the desert.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
Yeah. Because that's what main characters do.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be...
Alhaitham told us you have your
The fact is that I'm Only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yes.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
Yep.
Slowly,
Is this just one big ploy on
I just stopped talking
racism?
to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Al-Haytham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
Sorry, I haven't been paying
confirmed this
attention.
with the
What
guards on
happened?
night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Where were the sounds
There's really
from?
nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's go!
We're gonna find a Torre. We're gonna find a Torre, and then I'm gonna beat him up. What's up? Okay. Nerds.
Speed of light.
Yay. Lead me to your treasure. Ooh, pretty. Face the wrath of the rock.
Order guide you.
Hell yeah.
Everyone hold hands!
Don't blink. Hey! Incoming.
Ooh. 13K. That's pretty good. Free loot.
Not bad. As far.
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape. Ah, monsters, watch out!
They haven't even. Okay, there they are.
Hey,
Stabilize. This
Lol. Rock Gober.
Speed of light. Hey!
Hey, you should fire another bolt at me. Lol. Get wrecked, nerd. More fights.
I will have order.
Do 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 do
Solidify.
I see everything.
Incoming.
Yay, combos.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that.
A Fatui Harbinger.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
One for what? Oh, secrets. Okay.
Let's go in and take a look.
Yes, let's. We're not gonna find anything though, probably. Actually, no, it's a plot point, or it's a plot-relevant place. Of course, there's gonna be something here.
We haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Maybe there's a basement.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
we wait.
I'm taking a break. And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Okay, sure.
Talk about intrusive. Jeez, Paimon.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast
What is this, a
with
physics
an
book?
object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So,
It's physics.
You got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
Wow. You are a jerk, Paimon.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Yes, it wouldn't kill you to read a book.
To that travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
And we still haven't gotten the one for Sumeru.
It's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
No, Paimon is not the best. And the sky's changing.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Wake up.
Huh? What was that sound?
It's a
There it is.
ghost. It's a spooky ghost.
It's coming from that direction.
It's in the cave.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
Did you guys seriously not check the basement?
There's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here.
Dear God, these people are stupid. Oh, how is there mushrooms down here?
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another
Dude, sounds like
hospital
Solid
into
Snake.
this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get this, Ah, I was right. Actually, there's probably something down here. So Shizhong. Yeah, called it.
Hey,
And now I gotta wait. Awesome. Wait, no. There's that one over there. There's the last. Oh, up there. Wait. Sup, nerds? Okay.
everyone hold hands.
Gather!
Speed of light.
Beat him up. How do we unlock you? Oh, there's enemies. Okay.
Hey!
Stabilize.
Hey!
D, D, R. Yeah. Teleport. Warp. Now. Warp. Yeah. Let's go. There's an earth dude? I never knew there was an earth walking mushroom.
I see everything. Incoming. Yeah, don't blink.
Yes. Electro.
Hey!
More reinforcements. Time for a meteor. Anybody order a meatball sub?
Sheet of light.
Big PP damage.
Incoming. Hey! Everyone hold hands.
There we go. Now they're all dead. D, D, R. Yeah. Go to the lower level. Yep, it's in the cave. In it. I wonder what these, Okay. Guess they're just there for effect. I wonder what the cave does. Ooh, there's something in here. Ancient key. Open the old cabinet. Hmm. That's probably a different quest. What's down here? Emergency notice. Patient Abbas, male, 23 years old, mole on the left side. Okay. Survival will be difficult without professional medical care. Patient survivability. Once found, immediately inform. Don't give up. Stay positive. All things are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the document has been rendered unreadable. Okay. This week's meals. Keep a balanced diet. Rest regularly. Maintain a good mood. Monday. Mint bean soup. Yada, yada, yada. Mating sections are all blank. Yeah, something definitely happened here. This week's shifts. Contact physician on duty. Okay. Alright, I wonder whose name was blanked out. Probably Dottores. Old vase. Seem to be darkened remains of a stem inside the vase. It's probably used to hold flowers, yeah. For Avin. Wasn't Grandpa's name Avin?
Look, there's someone over there.
Need to be careful.
Good idea. Let's approach.
Yo, what's up, nerd? How you doing?
Wait.
Is it,
You're...
Akeem's grandpa?
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But also...
Didn't expect to see...
You know it?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Oh no.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
So how did he get
Leaving
here?
that question aside for the moment. Him being here alone means that we might be too late.
We probably are.
Looks like
You
they've
saw it
already
probably
taken everyone
gone already.
away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Or they're coming back now.
There are drag marks on the
Never
ground.
mind.
They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
Oh no.
That is one possibility.
Is this a mass grave?
It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught.
Also, how do they have a cart out here?
In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Oh, hi,
Allow me
what
to
the
jog
hell
your
is going
memory.
on?
Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
First off, he doesn't have a caution terminal. Second off,
Oh,
How did he get knowledge? Or, like, the divine knowledge
The
capsule?
academia is behind all of this. It isn't
Or
difficult to
access
deduce
to
the
a
rationale.
divine knowledge capsule.
First,
Capsule.
the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection.
We're going back to the
emphasizing
forest,
the role of
boys.
The village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if
Yes.
complications arise,
I've definitely been
people
paying
will see
attention.
that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Because they realized their
Throughout
insanity
this
was key to
process,
something.
One thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
And then they die.
An
Okay.
exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One
Sacrifice!
possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
There it is.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the
How
technology of
else?
the Sumeru academia, it's entirely possible.
Put the Akasha terminal
Perhaps
on
the
them,
process
access their
caused them great
minds,
suffering,
extract the
Which
information.
is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Hyman doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
And now he's insane.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Yes, yes they can. As long as it's the connected to the Akasha, I think.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Academia needs people who have been exposed to divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal?
To turn someone
I've
into
spent
a
quite
god.
some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars
forbidden
seek to
kush.
expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
I mean, who
Of
would
course.
be?
The academia's
And they're hurting people in the
actions run
process,
contrary
so...
to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed.
Maybe that's the
This
whole
matter
point?
needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait,
Like,
didn't you step
don't the
into
Fatui
help
want to,
because you
like,
felt sympathy for those poor
change the
people?
world?
Not to
So
be
it makes
callous,
sense.
but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
No, we save those that we can.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Oh, hush, Paimon.
You're probably right.
True, but hush.
Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
True.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Yeah, what do we do with the person rotting in the corner?
Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
So, more lore bombs. Maybe. If we can even call that a lore bomb. Oh wait, what is this? Dusty tableware. Hakim. More stuff. Avon, alright. Blackened sugar bowl. This place is a hospital. Looks more like a grave. Alright, I want to explore this cave real quick. Oh. Hello? Well, that's obviously the exit. There's an anvil down here? Okay. Stuff with rocks. Someone obviously died down here.
Solidify!
Alright. I'll come back for this later. Don't want to get too distracted from the story like I already am. I do.
We're back!
Hello, people. We have returned.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
Sure.
What's the situation?
We have the walking corpse with
Who's
us.
this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
He's insane.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
So they could put it on
Their
shelves.
plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Because it's Alhaitham. Or not Alhaitham, it's Dottore. He knows everything,
We
somehow.
may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
It's Alhaitham. He's the only one who has his terminal on him.
Friendship's that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
And you're the only one with
So
your
what you're
Akasha
saying
terminal on.
is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details.
So they're keeping
Simply
tabs
put,
on Sino.
The academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
No.
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so
It's a
often
GPS.
comes a Yagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into
They
the
can
Akasha.
predict your
The
movements.
Akasha is capable of computation.
Yep.
The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching
So the
you
Akasha
longer than
terminal
you
is playing
think.
4D chess, and we are the
However,
pawns.
The fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can
So,
profit from.
wouldn't they also have
Sino,
Alhaitham's
don't take it to
information?
heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself.
But yes, you also are a thorn in our side.
Any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is. Paimon gets it now.
I don't.
If the
Please enlighten me.
academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
In the academia.
Yep, that's right.
In the
They'll want to
academia?
proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
Yes, Paimon actually said something smart for once.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys. After him.
Where did Dia go?
Wait, I want to go too.
You want to go too? If so,
I
No.
want to find Grandpa.
Leave the kid
Everyone?
here.
I leave him in your hands.
No, leave the kid here.
Oh, when Paimon feels like...
Dia literally gave us the slip. Jeez, come on, guys. Dia, where are you going? Okay, we gotta go up. Fun. I don't want to go up. Oh no, we don't go up.
speed of light.
Wee! I feel like Spooderman! Hello, Sino.
So, where do we go from here?
Do you remember the route that we took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Okay.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Is that because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
At least it's nighttime.
Okay. So,
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks
that's how
there
they get
were
the
more
Nas
than one
capsules.
village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Okay. I love black screens.
is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
So were they attacked
This
by
act
the
didn't display any
Fatui?
signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Alright.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
You're floating!
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too?
Ugh, of course it is.
Oh, hush, Paimon.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
And apparently a
Don't get
optional
any
sense of
closer.
smell.
They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to—
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Tia? Why would you?
She's in it for the for them.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh? Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? What?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
Good job, kid.
You've betrayed Aru village?
She's in it for the cash.
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Who's
Paimon, would you shut up?
Shut it, Paimon.
Thank you, Dia.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting King Deshret. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts.
Keep telling
Raman.
yourself that, buddy.
It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
I say we kill him.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia.
Yeah, and you're falling right into their hand.
Custody will stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
They're playing poker with you, dude, and you're folding.
Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
How is Alhaitham's Akasha terminal still
like
working?
Pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevada have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Well, that works.
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars. Perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
Or we could beat you up. I
I'm
mean,
not
it's your
trying to
choice.
persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
Then take him in.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their... Come on, Raman. Don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
Yes, she
I came
is.
here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No!
Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
What am I gonna do?
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. You've shown me that
Oh,
you're
no,
serious.
it was a test.
Go on, now,
Oh.
take your friends and leave.
So scary.
Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Oh, don't worry.
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
She's
Okay,
plot armor,
I'm sorry,
dude. Come
but
on.
Sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal.
There was
you
a
know?
pun. Ha!
Don't
You
ever
get
make
it.
a
It's
promise
funny.
like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
No, she would
I
not.
don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
Mm-hmm.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll...
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
True.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
That's probably what's going on.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run.
Dear God. Can we just leave the kid at home this time? At least we got teleported. That's nice. New quest. Huh? Ooh, okay, so this is the end of this Archon quest, or this section of the Archon quest. Wait till the following morning. Yay! Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Alright, what's next? Gather at the entrance to the village. We ride at dawn. I wonder where all their horses went. Apparently Varka took all of the ones throughout Teyvat.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
No, leave the kid.
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
The kid's gonna get captured, probably.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
Okay, Mom. Go to the agreed look. Stop making us go back and forth. Dear God. Why are we going all the way out here? Time to have a walk. What's good, nerd?
I will have order. Gather.
This way, Hurley. Incoming. Hey!
Killjoy! Only just begun.
Don't blink. Hey! Incoming.
Give us the meat. Oi, come back here.
Speed of light.
Stabilize.
Oh, that's nice. The infusion doesn't go away even after you switch off field. Poke. Ooh, Dendroculus. And coins. Free money. Oh, it's not even there.
Speed of light. Hey!
How do I get in here? Let me in! I still need to explore this thing. Huh? I want these Dendroculi. Whatever. Story time.
Huh. They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
The others probably died.
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
Pre-rendered cutscene? Yay!
Boy-mate, what do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here? You coward. Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
Oh shit. What's going on? Yeah, yep, me too. We fell into underground caves, probably. And Candace is still nowhere to be found.
Ugh, this day's going just great.
What a nuisance. The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
Told you. You finally believed me.
Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around you.
We have no time to waste.
There used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to King Deshret's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now.
So we're under the
It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
We're under the giant pyramid.
A miracle. Praise King Deshret!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
And not like we can really get out right now.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious?
He's being logical.
1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of King Deshret's civilization appear. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
He has a point.
Interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
Oh, they'll be
Just let
fine.
them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
You should take care of your own men. Desert Raider. Is that a Tomb Raider reference? On the Ancient Temple, yep. Let us go, like Indiana Jones. Yeah, the only really, like, actual way out of here is to climb up, and I really don't feel like doing that right now.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
Okay. It's a domain. What elements do we need? Pyro, electro, and cryo, huh? Time to run Eula. Got 2 of the elements. Hopefully we don't have to quit it all the way through.
It's full of life here.
Hopefully this
This
just isn't a
defies
story domain. Hopefully we can
comprehension.
come back.
It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman.
Huh?
Do you see another Raman here?
Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from King Deshret's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Oh boy. See deeper in the ruins.
More speed.
Any chests around here? Doesn't seem like it. Oh boy. Puzzle time? See, that's pointing that way. Oh, okay. Look up at the hall as the mortal and listen to King Deshret's holy guidance. Yeah, like that helps. There's nothing here. I'm just gonna let out the ones that sparkle. It rotates all of them. What? Oh, there we go. Science! And we go deeper. Ooh, pretty. Activate elevator. Oh, that's just a call button. Okay.
Crush.
Nope, they don't drop materials. Where to next?
I condemn you. There is no escape. Beg for mercy. More speed.
Free loot. Gib loot. Gib. Uh-oh. Secrets? You jerk. Yep, I'm already very confused.
Shudder.
Kill the mushrooms.
More speed. Beg for mercy. Eye for an eye.
Yeet. So that's this elevator. What's back here? Any secret doors? Nope. Just this thing up here, which has no significance. Who do I fight now? More mushrooms. There are a lot of mushrooms in here.
Shine down.
Fine. You guys got the bursts.
Wheel of life. Beg for mercy. Crush.
Boop. They're all done. Where to now? Secrets? Mysterious messages. After 6 days infiltrating the temple, I finally understand the priest's parley tricks. The elevator would descend to the ground, get on top of it. Oh, okay. There we go. I may be stupid. Yeah, now I gotta go back up. Awesome. There we go. What's this thing? Oh, more enemies.
Beg for mercy.
Get rid of the flying ones first.
Illusion shatter. Crush. Shudder. Good grief.
Get the one up there.
Rack and ruin.
Deleted from existence.
Go. Let us cross swords. Beg for mercy.
Yay. Okay, what now?
More speed.
Huh? Stop spinning. Oh, okay. And now we wait. One more rotation, come on. Thank you. Oh, alright. Activate. Yay! Oh, that's a tree.
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Well, alright. Not going to the pretty plant. Oh, but we're going into a warp hole. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. We walk. I can't walk. Alright.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Dang. This is cool. But what's with this game and trees anyway?
Wait.
Hold up.
What's that?
It's a doggo.
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
Can we pet the doggo?
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Yes, what does it say,
Here
Alhytham?
lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious,
buddy.
right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated.
Because it's the
scent of
it's the
life.
grave of a god.
Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
Do we get... Oh, is this where RoboBuddy comes in? Comes from?
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
More pre-rendered cutscenes? An animation, hopefully? What is it? Tell me.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
She's so pretty.
She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
Dang.
The
So
priest's memories.
Glitter or King Deshret brought the knowledge into the world and then killed himself basically to save it.
So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
Interesting.
This doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Oh, hush.
The former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny.
It's Nahida. It's Radish Girl. There was Big Radish and now there's Small Radish.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before.
Yeah, because it's all been locked to time.
Followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refuse to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
Hopefully this will make you a better person.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Because you're racist!
If I hadn't seen this for myself, If I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart,
Are you no longer going to be racist?
Begin to accept this. The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Yes, yes you are.
Ramon, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
He was already making a fool of himself.
Dia, tell me, my Eremites and I, what are we even fighting for?
To live.
Hey, how you doing?
Just fight to live to the next day.
Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
So does this mean that Radish will eventually get her powers back and become a
You seem to finally understand
Dendromami?
that our true enemy
What
is
am I
the
even
sages.
saying?
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
It's a turn for the better.
Outcome, at least, is favorable.
Yes, yes it is.
Killing too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Yes, side note, he had your headdress, and you were probably related somehow.
Stop yelling.
Thank you, Sino. Thank you for telling her to shut up. It's a shame we can't take pictures in here. It's so pretty. Well, that's the end of that quest. Probably. Hopefully. Please. Please tell me that's the end. I do. Oh, there's a Dendro Oculi up here.
Time to scout.
Yes, give it to me. There we go. Yay! Hello, people. Do not make me angry. I will kill all of you. Time to pet the floof.
Ramon, we're here.
Yeah.
Everything's been arranged.
Yes.
Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Oh, the people kidnapping?
So
Hello?
these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
Yeah, we're gonna beat the hell out of you.
All over the desert trying to find
That's right.
Oh shit! It's the big bad.
Mahamatra? No, no. Make it quick, please. Swift and painless.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could,
Judar.
Please have mercy.
Morgie.
Start talking.
What are these people's
Otherwise,
names?
I'll have to resort to other methods.
Of course they're the evil people.
Your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
May I ask them a
Be
question?
my guest.
Are the sages trying to create a new god?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you
Yes.
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru.
No, it won't belong to you.
As if Sumeru's academics are thriving. But ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance of
But it's not going to belong to Sumeru. It's going to belong to the Fatui.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
So they kidnapped
Adds
people.
up.
Yep. And for the next
How do
Archon
you
quest,
determine whether
we
the
go on a
knowledge extracted is
crusade.
of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
Well, it'll be
You
the
must have
Balladeer.
noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood.
Humans
Some
can't know
organisms
everything.
demonstrate phototaxis,
It was
and
in the
thus
knowledge of true and
orient
good and
their
evil.
entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Why don't they just learn to
Then
do
what
stuff
does
on their
Lesser
own like the
Lord
people of
Kusunobu
Liyue
mean to
have?
you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
Because they don't believe in her.
The Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, The sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, but upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people
She's literally
began
a
to forget
vegetable.
about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
Yay! I fight for my friends. Alright. Hopefully this is the last piece of the quest, because my 2 hours of streaming, I'm already 20 minutes over. And I got other stuff to do tonight.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too.
Yes,
Really great
lock
work,
them up.
everyone.
Keep them there. Make them suffer.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
Sure not to feel weighed down, but we just learned. Yeah, we just really did just have a huge lore bomb. Despite everything Lesser Recruits Annihilate has done for people, the Academia... Okay, guess can't read that.
Hey, say something. Stop spacing out.
Oh, don't worry. The
Come
Water
on, is there
Archon,
nothing
Hydro
left to
Archon's
talk
gonna be
about?
even younger, isn't she?
In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
There's watermelon right behind you.
I'm so coming with you.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know.
So you were still withholding some information?
Yes, sorry. Yes, they're trying to reawaken a god. Sign for... Yeah! It's like a JoJo's plot.
We lived through all of this firsthand.
All of us are enemies and now we're all
Feels
friends.
super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
And now we're gonna go on crusade through the desert.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Raman's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Yes.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the
Maybe.
sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
I think killing the sages will be just okay. Because, you know, killing them will will break the Akasha, probably. I will do my utmost.
Let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. But it seems that we are finally finished. Finally finished with that piece of the story. Gonna upgrade his constellation real quick. Alright. Sino, what do you have to say?
In the past, I never imagined that even the gods could suffer from hardship. If we can find a way to change all of this, will this nation become a better place?
Yes, yes it will. Hello, Candace.
You must let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Yes, you can
Though
come with
I
us.
cannot leave Aru Village.
Never mind.
I can't help but feel stirred when I see the looks in your eyes. I've never felt as roused as this when fighting alone in the past. I suppose this must be the power of camaraderie.
Then come with us, please. Hi, I'll hide from.
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the planning and preparation for what lies ahead will no doubt take some time. Take it slowly. We need to make sure the plan is as effective as possible.
He's starting to read his book again. Hey, are you even listening?
He was just talking to us.
Would you like me to lend you something to read?
No way. Your books aren't quite to Paimon's taste.
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you, and I have no intention of lending them out.
Ugh, you're still
Thank you, Alhaitham.
The past few days have been some of the most challenging work I've ever taken on, and none of it'll earn me a single Mora. I can't believe it.
I can pay you.
Look on the bright side, Dia. Maybe we'll get a huge reward after this is all over.
You've got a point. Hey, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow with more money than you could ever spend?
Paimon would buy boatloads of tasty snacks.
That's it?
And maybe some tasty drinks as well?
Gotta water it down somehow.
How adorable. Well, here's to all our indulgent fantasies. If there's a chance they can come true, I'll give it my best shot. And here's hoping that everything we do from now on will change this world for the better.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm gonna teleport away from here. Gonna go pick up the reputation. Alright.
More
hey.
speed.
Through the pre-dawn night. Okay, I'm gonna turn this quest off. Cancel. There we go. Hello, Effendi. Sumeru quests. There we go. One more. Tilvan is... Wow, I have a lot of side quests. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of side quests to do. I have a lot of side quests to do in other continents as well. Story quests. Claim. Unlock. Claim. Alright. Well, oh boy. Alright, we're just... Let's teleport away from here so I don't have to think about that. Well, everyone, it was a good 2-hour, 30-minute stream, almost. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Got more lore bombs, finished the next, or that previous Archon quest, and now we can get onto the stuff that was just released. If I can get up here. Well, everyone, good stream, good shit. You know, stuff. Yeah, that's all I really have to offer today. Just chatting. Here we go. It's a good day. Good day. Good stream. Whatever. No followers. No people viewing it, sadly. I didn't notice anyone actually, you know, hop in. And, like, I didn't see the viewer count go up at all. No one chatted. Shame. Well, maybe one day I'll find my niche game. I might stream Genshin more. Might not. Might go back to Monster Hunter. 'Cause that way I can play with viewers. Might try something else next time. May stream from Final Fantasy or Guilty Gear or something like that. But yeah, I think it was all a good one. So, yeah, have a good one, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Just for probably more Genshin, actually. I might just stream the rest of the Sumeru Archon quest. Well, goodbye.